So Vladimir Putin just continues to brutally mock Donald Trump on Russian state TV. Like we previously reported how Putin was just showing nudes of Melania over and over again as his hand-picked hosts would mock Melania and Donald Trump. Well, in the past few days, one of the things Putin's been doing is he's been calling Donald Trump Gramps. And he's been having his propagandists who host their version basically of the Hannity show say, okay, it seems like we need to help Gramps. Let us help you, Gramps. You're not going to be able to conquer Greenland, Gramps. We'll conquer it for you. And so what these propagandists on Russian state TV are saying, it's exactly what we warned against here on the Midas Touch Network, and others did as well. That when Donald Trump's talking about annexing Canada and Greenland and attacking Denmark and attacking Panama, it will be used as pretext by Russia and other authoritarian regimes to say, actually, we're going to conquer these places. You know, why don't we conquer our neighbors like we're already doing? Look, America's saying they're annexing Canada and all of these countries. That justifies our unlawful invasion of Ukraine. And while we're at it, why don't we take Poland? We can take Finland. We could take Sweden. We could take Norway. What else should we take? By the way, it enables Xi Jinping to say, well, Taiwan is ours. By the way, even Venezuela is getting in on the action, and Venezuela is saying, we want to conquer Puerto Rico. Why don't we join with Brazil? And then we can use our forces and let's take over Puerto Rico, everybody. What are you going to do about it, Donald? This is the chaos and havoc that Donald Trump is already causing. So let me show you just a minute or so from this Russian state TV propaganda. I want to give you the disclaimer that that's what it is. We have the captions on the bottom. It's just important that we show you here what is actually happening so you can see it for yourself. That's why I give you the disclaimer. This is where they go on their primetime show calling Donald Trump Gramps this, Gramps that, and they use Donald Trump's words against him to support Putin's agenda of conquest. Watch this.
Война в Арктике. К примеру, Трамп заявляет о своих притязаниях на Гренландию. Почему бы нам не посмотреть на Гренландию? Нам нужна Гренландия? Это не шутки. Еще как нужна. Если Трамп-младший за миску баланды там кого-то купил радостно, и они готовы идти в Америку, то почему нельзя привезти несколько коробок из-под ксерокса набитых, и эту тему закрыть раз и навсегда? Но на худой конец с Трампом договориться и Гренландию распилить на пару частей. Понятно, что Дании там уже никогда не будет. Нам сегодня крайне важен Шпицберген, который в подбрюшье у нашего Северного флота.
Но как бы теоретически мы все понимаем, что, собственно, Дональд Трамп не озвучил по отношению ни к Гренландии, ни к Канаде, ни к Панамскому каналу. Ничего такого, что Америка не обсуждала десятилетиями, ничего такого, что в голове там у среднего или даже не совсем среднего американца не сидело. Ну, потому что Канада, мы же все понимаем, что для даже не среднего американца это какое-то недоразумение, там, образовавшееся, непонятно какое, вообще зачем оно. Да? Но я думаю, что мы все несколько удивлены, как быстро это все пошло.
Захват Гренландии с военной точки зрения это не проблема.
Извините, а если судьба Гренландии уже решена, может тогда, как предложил товарищ генерал-лейтенант, нам самим ее занять?
Я про то же.
Ну, в том плане, если там все равно как бы... А дальше мы с Трампом договоримся.
Нет,
ну, чего ему мучиться? Мы сейчас деду поможем, заберем.
Now we've been reporting again on these various appearances on this Russian propaganda TV. Like we were talking about them showing the Melania nudes, where they would say, it is your body, your choice, Melania. I guess this is what you want to do with your body. Also, Putin knows that Donald Trump is weak and will be terrified of threats. So, Putin made a deal with Belarus, one of their neighbors, giving them nuclear weapons and saying that nuclear weapons are going to be positioned facing Europe. Putin just cut a deal in the past 48 hours with Iran, a 20-year partnership with everything on the table. And we're seeing a lot of already kind of international deals, shifts in alliances, as countries are scrambling to deal with the fact that America will no longer be a leader in the world under Donald Trump. You know, for example, I talked about how Mexico their President Sheinbaum did a public meeting with Xi Jinping at the G20 a few months back after Donald Trump won the election to send a message. We'll just work with China, Donald, if you're going to try to screw us. We have other options. China's expanding the BRICS bloc of Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and they want us to join BRICS. We said we weren't going to join it before. We wanted to be good neighbors with the United States. But Donald, if you're attacking Canada and you're attacking Mexico and Panama, I guess we're going to have to look at new alliances.
How good is that feeling of fresh, clean teeth? Now, I only used to get that true feeling twice a year after I went to the dentist, but that all changed now that I use the new Quip 360 rechargeable electric toothbrush. The new Quip 360 oscillating toothbrush literally revolves around you. Finally, an electric toothbrush that doesn't overcomplicate the most basic daily ritual. Quip 360 is a bold, simple design that comes in multiple colors and is ultra quiet for a super clean without being super annoying. Accepted by the American Dental Association, Quip 360 is scientifically proven to remove up to 11 times more plaque between teeth compared to a manual toothbrush and provide up to 2 times more whitening on day 1. If you don't absolutely love your Quip 360, return it for free within 30 days. If you do love it, brush easy, knowing you get a free lifetime warranty for purchasing on getquip.com, getquip.com, and the opportunity to subscribe to refill heads by mail every 3 months so you never have to go to the store. And now with Quip Perks, Quip is literally putting their money where their mouth is. When you subscribe to AutoShip, you'll be enrolled in Quip Perks to earn credit back over time. Free your mouth with Quip and discover the 25,000 5-star reviews and mouths already loving Quip. Just for listeners of the Midas Touch podcast, get 20% off site-wide and a free travel case and countertop stand at getquip.com/Midas. Free your mouth today and save 20% site-wide plus a free travel case and countertop stand at getquip.com/Midas. getquip.com/Midas.
You have Mexico also doing another deal recently in the past 48 hours with the president of Guatemala, sticking up for Panama as well as their sovereignty is under attack. And while all of this is happening, remember what Donald Trump's promise was. Donald Trump said in Ukraine there would be a peace deal in 24 hours. He said after the election. That didn't happen. So even if you assume Trump meant 24 hours after the election, after the inauguration, well, that's not going to happen. Donald Trump's envoy to Ukraine, Keith Kellogg, was on Fox, and he said we need at least 2,400 hours. Like 100 days. Give us 100 days, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll start to create a framework for something. But again, just showing how utterly weak and pathetic, Trump is already breaking the key promise that he would bring peace right away. Here, play this clip.
So what we'll set the conditions for the president, and then he'll eventually get to a position where he'll be talking to President Putin and also President Zelensky as well. And I think they're going to come to a solvable solution in the near term. And when I say by the near term, I would like to set a goal on a personal level and professional level. Mm-hmm. I would say let's set it at 100 days and move our way back and figure a way we can do this in the near term to make sure that this solution is solid, it's sustainable, and that this war ends and so that we stop the carnage. And I think that's going to be very, very important to do. It's going to be important for our national security. It's a part of our vital national interest, and it's also good for Europe as well, and the globe as well.
All right.
While all of this is going on, there was also a trade deal between the European Union and Mexico. This trade deal was put on hiatus for nearly a decade, and they're renewing their relations in a big, robust way. So a lot of people now, or a lot of countries, are saying, look, Trump is weak, pathetic, rambling. He's going to cause a lot of damage. He wants to isolate the U.S. Let them be isolated. Trump's bluster, bravado, his threats against allies. We need to create a new international structure. And then you also had Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, right before the weekend. He gave an impassioned speech as well. Maybe I'll do a whole other video just on his speech. And in Prime Minister Trudeau's speech, he said all options are on the table in terms of our retaliation against the United States. And if you make us feel pain, we want to make it clear to Americans, you will feel pain. We will inflict pain on Americans. Your prices will go up, and we're ready for a trade war. You want to come after us? Bring it. You shouldn't, but we'll be ready for them. That's what's going on internationally. Wanted to give you a fulsome update. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. Thank you for watching.
Love this video? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch and help us blow past 500,000 followers.